Okay, good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on statistical mechanics, that is your core paper 14, belongs to 6th semester BSc syllabus. In our last class we have been discussed in detail about density of states. That means if an electron is in a phase space, what is the number of states or eigenstates will be possible in a unit energy range, and we found this one. And the whole discussion whatever we done in our last class, its PDF link also I given in the description of that corresponding video, may you can download. Okay, so in our today class we are going to discuss Fermi energy of free electrons. So let's start. So here this is the definition. This para is written, the definition of the Fermi energy. What is it? Carefully you have to watch. Here I am going to be read and also explain. In case of particles obeying Fermi-Dirac statistics, that means your fermions, in thermal equilibrium at absolute zero, the energy levels from zero to a certain level of to a certain value of EF are occupied by particles. Other energy levels above epsilon f, sorry, this is epsilon f are vacant. The energy epsilon f is known as Fermi energy. Here this is the figure, that this is your ground state and the whole system is in thermal equilibrium at 0 Kelvin. Absolute zero means 0 Kelvin. So at absolute zero, all the particles in the system are filled up to a certain energy level, suppose this one, and above that the energy levels are vacant, and this energy level up to which the states are fully filled and above that fully vacant, that energy level is called as the Fermi energy level, or this corresponding energy is called the Fermi energy. You just remember that Fermi energy means above that there is no particle is going to be found. It is one type of middle. It is just is the mark point which is differentiating field and not field uh, of the particles at 0 Kelvin in thermal equilibrium. Okay, so whenever we are going to give the temperature or going to give the energy to the system, then one particle is going to be jumped to the higher excited state, whatever that we are going to discuss in our uh, other class. So here the Fermi energy is that energy level or that energy above which we are not going to get any type of particle, any other particles are going to be filled the energy states. Below that all the energy states are fully filled. That energy level or value is called as the Fermi energy. Again I am going to be reading this definition. Carefully you have to watch. In case of particles obeying Fermi-Dirac statistics in thermal equilibrium at absolute zero, here absolute zero means 0 Kelvin, the energy levels from zero means this one, this value epsilon equal to 0. Okay, and this is the energy levels, the value of the energy levels increases. So here I written EI, the value of energy is increases. The energy levels from 0 to a certain value of EF, let that certain value is this one, this energy level, are occupied by the particles. Other energy levels above, just above this EF, are vacant. The energy EF or the energy level EF, you can say the energy EF or the energy level EF is called as the Fermi energy and corresponding or energy level. See, the energy EF is known as Fermi energy, or you can say the energy level EF is known as Fermi energy level. This one. Okay. So according to Fermi-Dirac distribution law, the number of particles having their energy in between epsilon and epsilon plus d epsilon is given by n epsilon d epsilon into g epsilon d epsilon into 1 by e to the power alpha plus epsilon by kt plus 1. Okay. So how it is, why it is, you can check the Fermi-Dirac distribution law. Fermi-Dirac distribution law told that Ni, number of particles, is equal to Gi, number of cells divided by e to the power alpha into e to the power epsilon I by kt plus 1, right? So here just in our previous discussion, we found the number of energy states or quantum states or eigenstates for the fermions is represented by G epsilon D epsilon. For the electron the value will be this one, but in general for the fermions the number of energy states or quantum states in between epsilon and D epsilon is represented by G epsilon D epsilon. So if we are going to consider this one, so instead of G I can write, if I am going to write G epsilon D epsilon, then this will be N epsilon D epsilon. Okay, that means number of particles in between the energy range epsilon and D epsilon will be equal to G epsilon D epsilon into 1 by this much, e to the alpha into e to the minus epsilon I by kt plus 1. Same thing I have been written over here. So N epsilon D epsilon, the number of particles having their energy in between epsilon and epsilon plus D epsilon is given by N epsilon D epsilon equal to G epsilon D epsilon by e to the alpha plus epsilon by kt plus 1, right? Here G epsilon D epsilon into can be written as 1 by this much. This 1 by this much is written another term, that is your F epsilon. Let this is your equation number 1, and here F epsilon is nothing but your how much, N epsilon by G epsilon. See, D epsilon got cancelled. So N epsilon by G epsilon is nothing but F epsilon is equal to how much, is equal to 1 by e to the alpha plus epsilon by kt plus 1. And I suggest to all of you that you just remember this one. This is very useful for different type of questions may you can face in your exam, entrance examination. So you have to remember, this is called as your Fermi-Dirac distribution function, that is equal to ratio of N epsilon by G epsilon is your 1 by e to the power alpha plus epsilon by kt plus 1. That this is your whole divided by this one, Fermi-Dirac distribution function. Okay, you just remember this one. Now previously we found for a system of an electron, okay, electron enclosed in a volume V, the density of states is G epsilon, this one, 8 pi mb by hq whole root over of 2m epsilon. Let this is your equation number 2. See here, Fermi energy for the electrons we are trying to find out, not the fermions. Fermions means the spin is going to be changed, its density of states is going to change, and this value is going to change. So here we are concentrating upon only electron, okay, as per your syllabus. So m epsilon whole root over, let this is your equation number 2, and here alpha is considered as to be minus epsilon f by kt. So here epsilon f is your Fermi energy level or Fermi energy. Here alpha is considered, alpha means this alpha, this one, this alpha is considered epsilon minus epsilon f by kt, minus epsilon f by kt. See epsilon f, here f, wherever I written epsilon f, f is in the subscript. Okay, don't write this one, this is wrong. Epsilon f, like this you have to write. Okay, so hence where here where epsilon f is your Fermi energy. Now equation number 1 can be written as, by considering this and by considering this one, the equation number 1, where is your equation number 1? This is your equation number 1. Equation number 1, instead of G we have to put the so-called density of states of the electron, and instead of alpha we have to put minus E f by kt. So what will be the expression? N epsilon d epsilon will be equal to G epsilon into D epsilon divided by exponent of alpha. That means minus epsilon f by kt plus epsilon by kt plus 1. Okay, so N epsilon d epsilon will be equal to G epsilon d epsilon by exponent to the power, so here e to the power, same thing I have been written. See, minus here e epsilon f by kt plus epsilon by kt, so it can be written as e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt plus 1. Let this is your equation number 3. Now we have to substituting the value of G from equation number 2 in equation number 3. We can get N epsilon d epsilon will be equal to 8 pi mv by hq 2m epsilon whole root over into d epsilon by e to the power epsilon minus, this is epsilon, okay, epsilon f, this is your epsilon f, don't be confused, epsilon f whole divided by kt plus 1. Let this is your equation number 4. Hence total number of electrons in the system is given by, will be how much? Total number of systems is given, total number of, hence the total number of electrons in bracket at 0 Kelvin, in the system is given by, that means why I written 0 Kelvin, that means here we integrated, limit has been taken as 0 to epsilon f, that means at 0 Kelvin all the electrons are in the energy level, in between the energy level 0 to epsilon f, this one at 0 Kelvin. But if we have to increase the temperature or give the energy to the system, may the electron can be jump above the epsilon f. But however at 0 Kelvin all the electrons are in between 0 to epsilon f. So hence here we integrated 0 to epsilon f, and the total number of electrons can be written as integration of 0 to epsilon f, n epsilon d epsilon, this is n epsilon d epsilon, that is your number of electrons in between epsilon f, epsilon and epsilon d epsilon, in between, this is represented as number of electron in between epsilon and epsilon plus d epsilon. But number of electrons in the system, now if we are going to consider at absolute 0, then all the electrons will be in between 0 to epsilon f, right? So 0 to epsilon f integration n epsilon d epsilon. Let this is your equation number 5. Now equation number 4 will be, so this is the left side, we have been the total number of electrons will be is your 0 to epsilon f, n epsilon d epsilon will be equal to integration of 0 to epsilon f of this one. Okay, so here I can write 8 pi mv by hq root over of 2m, this root over of epsilon is here to root over epsilon d epsilon and integration of 0 to epsilon f. Now you are going to ask the question, sir, where is the 1 by e to the power minus epsilon ef by kt plus 1? This value will be equal to 1. How it is? You can see here. Here 1 by, see, I just omitted or I just taken as 1 by 1 by e to the minus epsilon minus ef by kt plus 1 as 1. How it is? See, 1 by e to the minus epsilon minus ef by kt plus 1 at t equal to 0 Kelvin, at t equal to 0 Kelvin. Carefully you have to watch. See, this is your exponent to the power, exponent to the power epsilon minus epsilon f. I am going to somewhat zoom for you. This is your exponent to the power epsilon minus epsilon f. At 0k, the epsilon f always greater than that of the epsilon. Okay. So this numerator term is always negative. Is negative value. Is negative value. Right? Some negative value. By negative value by k into t plus 1. So here t we have to substitute as 0. So this negative value by 0. This value will be e to the power minus infinity. So 1 by e to the power minus infinity plus 1. E to the power minus infinity value is how much? 0. Okay. So e to the power minus infinity value, if we are going to put 0, then 1 by 1 will be equal to 1. So hence at absolute 0 or 0 Kelvin, at 0 Kelvin, this value 1 by e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt plus 1 will be equal to 0. Will be equal to 1. Okay, will be equal to 1. So may this explanation you can write over here. Okay, but this much writing also enough, no problem. I suggest that you can write this one. 1 by negative will be 1 is equal. First you have to write this one, then this one. Okay. So hence 1 by e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt plus 1 considered as 1. So we found n equal to 8 pi mv by hq into 2m root over into 0 to epsilon f epsilon root over d epsilon. So this will be 8 root 2 pi v, here m to the power 1, m to the power 1 by 2. It will be m to the power 3 by 2, 0 to epsilon f root over of epsilon d epsilon. So n equal to 8 root 2 pi v by hq m to the power 3 by 2 into this root over of epsilon will be, the integration of root over of epsilon will be epsilon to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, and the integration limit will be 0 to epsilon f. Now this will be 2 by 3. Okay, come to the next page. It will be 8 root over of 2 pi v by hq m to the power 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 into ef to the power, epsilon f to the power 3 by 2. Let this is your equation number 6. Okay, by substituting the limiting value, so epsilon will be substituted over here, epsilon to the power epsilon f to the power 3 by 2, then minus 0, epsilon f to the power 3 by 2. So or epsilon f to the power 3 by 2 will be equal to, here you can see 3 is going to be multiplied over here, hq also 3n hq whole divided by, here you can see 8 into 2 16 root 2 pi vv m to the power 3 by 2. Okay, now epsilon f will be whole to the power, here 3 by 2, it will be 2 by 3. Got it? See, x square equal to y, x equal to y to the power 1 by 2, right? So likewise x to the power 3 by 2 equal to y, x equal to y to the power 1 by 3 by 2, that means y to the power 2 by 3. So ef to the power 3 by 2 equal to this much. So ef, sometimes I am pronouncing the epsilon as e, so don't be confused, this is epsilon. Okay, so epsilon f to the power 3 by 2 equal to this much, that implies epsilon f will be equal to this much to the power 2 by 3. So hence no need to write these things. This is the simple things. So epsilon f equal to, here you can see hq to the power 1 by 3. It will be h here square, h square. Okay. Now you can see that, see here 16 is there. 16 can be written as 2 into 8 and another root 2 is here, right? So 2 into root 2, that will be your 2 to the power 3 by 2. Okay, 2 to the power 3 by 2 to the power 2 by 3, that means 2. So hence 2 taken out, so 2 will be taken out to the, when 2 to the power 3 by 2 will be taken out from this bracket, it will be 2. So it will be h square 3n here. So when this 2 to the 3 by 2 is going to be taken out from this bracket, it will be 2, and here m to the power 3 by 2 to the power 2 by 3, also it will be m whole divided by, here 2 is gone from this 16, it will be 8 pi v to the power 2 by 3. Simple. Okay, let this is your equation number 7. Then epsilon f equal to h square by 2m 3 small n by 8 pi to the power 2 by 3. Let this is your equation number 8, where small n is nothing but capital N by V. Here capital N by V is considered as density of electrons in the assembly. Okay, so from equation number 8 it can be found that Fermi energy epsilon f is proportional to, this is very important, proportional to cube root of electron density, that means n to the power 2 by 3, proportional to the n to the power density to the power 2 by 3, cube root of electron density. Okay, this is your Fermi energy value at absolute zero of electrons, or electron gas you can say. Now we have to go for the average free electron energy at absolute zero. Okay, so this is very simple. All the expressions already we have been found previously. We have to just substitute the things over here. From previous section in your Fermi energy, we found from equation number 7, you can see from equation number 7 we found, this was from equation number 7 we found epsilon f equal to s square by 2m 3n by 8 pi v to the power 2 by 3. Okay, also from equation number 6, that is your previous section, we found from equation number 6, you check your equation number 6, this one. From equation number 6 we can found 8 root 2 pi v by hq m to the power 3 by 2 equal to 3 by 2 into n into epsilon f to the power minus 3 by 2. Yes or no? See here 8 root 2 pi v by hq into m to the power 3 by 2 will be equal to this 2 by 3 gone this side, it will be 3 by 2 into n, then this ef will be gone this side, means it will be ef to the power minus 3 by 2, epsilon f to the power minus 3 by 2. Let this is your equation number 1 for this section. For this section, this is your equation number 1. Now from equation number 4 from previous section, what we found? Equation number 4, you search equation number 4, this one. From equation number 4 we found that n epsilon d epsilon equal to 8 root 2 pi v by hq into m to the power 3 by 2 into epsilon to the power 1 by 2 d epsilon by e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt plus 1. Same thing I have been written there. This is your equation number 4, just I have been written this one here. Now using equation number 1, the equation number 2 can be written as, we have to just use this equation number 1, then equation number 2 will be, that means here you can see this one, this factor in the equation number 2 can be substituted as this one. Simple. That means here you can see this one is equal to this one, this value is this one. Now considering equation number 1 for 2, it will be n epsilon d epsilon, just this value I have been substituted over this one instead of this one. So it will be 3 by 2 capital N epsilon f to the power 3 by 2 whole into epsilon 1 by 2 epsilon to the power 1 by 2 d epsilon by e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by cap t plus 1. Let this is your equation number 3. Now at absolute 0, that is t equal to 0 Kelvin, that is t equal to 0 Kelvin, e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt equal to 0. Already we have been discussed here itself how it will be 0. Okay, how it will be 0, this epsilon to the power e to the power epsilon minus epsilon f by kt, how it will be 0, already we have been discussed. Here also I have been written, you have to write in your note. At t equal to absolute 0, the energy of all the electrons will be in between 0 to epsilon f, right? So this numerator value always will be negative, right? This will be the negative value whole divided by kt. T we have to substitute it as 0. Okay, if t is substituted as 0, then this value, whole value will be minus infinity. So e to the power minus infinity will be equal to 0. So hence this value will be 0 at absolute 0 case. Okay, therefore at absolute 0, the equation number 3 will be, here we have to write the equation number 3. 3 will be, the equation number 3 will be 3 by 2 capital N epsilon f to the power minus 3 by 2 epsilon f to the power minus 3 by 2 whole into epsilon to the power 1 by 2 dE, and this factor is 0. This factor is 0 means the denominator will be 1 only, 1. Let this is your equation number 4. If epsilon 0 be the total energy of electron gas at absolute 0, then epsilon 0 can be written as 0 to epsilon f epsilon into n epsilon d epsilon. This expression is somewhat important for you, that you have to understand what is it. Carefully you have to watch. Another 4-5 steps. Just wait. This is nothing. See, here we consider that epsilon 0 is be the total energy of the electron gas at absolute 0. So at the absolute 0 case, here I am going to show you the figure. At absolute 0 case, all the electrons are in between 0 energy to Fermi energy level. In between this level, all the electrons will be present, and above the energy level, or above the Fermi energy level, all the energy levels are vacant. There is no electrons. So now if we are going to consider the total energy of all the electrons which are in between energy level 0 to epsilon f, then what will be the value? Let the value is epsilon 0. Let the epsilon 0, if here it is written, if epsilon 0 is the total energy of the electron gas at absolute 0, that means it is telling that all the electrons are below the epsilon f. Okay, then what will the value? I have to integrate 0 to epsilon f. Okay, and epsilon into n epsilon. See, suppose this is your state. So for this state, what will the energy? Number of electrons into energy, right? So number of electrons n into corresponding energy will be give the total energy of this state only. Likewise, for all the states, what we have to do? we have to add for this one, this one, this one, addition, or we can put integration 0 to epsilon f. So for the single state, the total energy for the single state, the total energy will be number of electrons and the energy value of this state. The energy value of the state, suppose epsilon, and the number of electrons for this state, suppose n. So what will be the energy of this state? Epsilon into n. Likewise, if we are going to consider all the states in between 0 to epsilon f, I have to integrate 0 to epsilon f d epsilon. Okay, this is your equation number 5. Equation number 5. Okay, we have to just put the value and we have to just integrate. Now substituting the value of n epsilon d epsilon from equation number 4 in equation number 5. Equation number 4 value, this much we have to put over here, n epsilon d epsilon, and we can found the total energy. So epsilon 0 will be equal to 3 by 2 n epsilon f to the power minus 3 by 2. This much value is constant. Epsilon f is a constant, highest energy level, it is a constant value. So epsilon f to the power 3 by 2 taken outside this one. Epsilon to the power 1 by 2, we have to put this one, no? n epsilon d epsilon is this one. So here epsilon 1 by 2 is here and another epsilon is here. So epsilon 1 to the power 1 and plus 1 by 2 will be equal to epsilon to the power 3 by 2. So epsilon to the power 3 by 2 d epsilon 0 to epsilon f. So this will be 3 by 2 capital N epsilon f to the power 3 by 2, and the integration of epsilon to the power 3 by 2 will be nothing but epsilon to the power 5 by 2 by 5 by 2 0 to epsilon f is your limits of integration. So 3 by 2 n epsilon f to the power 3 by 2 into this is 5 by 2 can be, it is in the denominator, so it will be 2 by 5 into epsilon f to the power 5 by 2. Here 2 got cancelled, we found epsilon 0 3 by 5 n n. Here you can found minus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2 equal to 2 by 2 equal to 1. That means epsilon f. So epsilon to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2 will be equal to epsilon f to the power 1. So we found total energy of the electron gas. Carefully you have to let's see. Total energy of the electron gas at absolute zero will be equal to 3 by 5 n epsilon f. Here n is the number of electrons present in that gas. So suppose we are going to consider a gas of electron, have a number of electrons are n, and then at absolute zero the total energy of the gas will be equal to 3 by 5 n into Fermi energy level. Okay, so if we have to consider the average energy, then average energy for n electrons, this is the energy. For average energy, the average free electron energy at absolute zero will be this much divided by total number of electrons. So epsilon 0 average bar will be equal to epsilon 0 by n, that is your 3 by 5 epsilon f. This is your equation number 7. So this is the expression represents your average free electron energy at absolute zero. Okay, so here we have to stop our today's class. I suggest to all of you that go through this video perfectly and write down the note. Also I am going to provide the PDF of this note in my description of this video. You can download also and write down the notes and go through this video and ready for the next class. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.